carry that crest in my hand. Rain on my shoulders, still I stand. Tell me who wears it like we can. Mud on the boots, heart of gold. Those stories living in the cold. Every name that the walls still hold. I was born for this, I was told. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. When the pressure comes down hard, we don't flinch, we play our part. Every scar on the badge says more than 1,000 songs before. From the first whistle to the last, we remember where we came from fast. No throne, no crown, no borrowed fame, just a city calling out that name. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Let the whole ground shake, let the whole world know. We don't chase a moment, we are the home. Hands up high, voice up loud. Same old pride, same crowd. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Yeah. Ooh. Blue till the end, blue till the end. Loyalty stays even through the storm. From the bridge to the stand, I carry that crest in my hand. Rain on my shoulders, still I stand. Tell me who wears it like we can. Mud on the boots, heart of gold. Those stories living in the cold. Every name that the walls still hold. I was born for this, I was told. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. When the pressure comes down hard, we don't flinch, we play our part. Every scar on the badge says more than 1,000 songs before. From the first whistle to the last, we remember where we came from fast. No throne, no crown, no borrowed fame, just a city calling out that name. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Let the whole ground shake, let the whole world know. We don't chase a moment, we are the home. Hands
Yes, good people, big up to all of you. Welcome back to Chelsea Perspective. Welcome for another edition of the Blue Morning Show. Today we will talk about the signing and announcement of Maxime Lacroix. How you feeling about him and what do you think he brings to the table? And then we'll talk about the signing of two over 30 players in Daniel Welbeck and Jordan Henderson. And then we'll talk about Josh Archambault, Trevoh Chalobah, Benoît Badiashile. It's going to be a short one, but we'll try the best we can to squeeze in everything in that 1 hour plus time that we have. So without wasting much of your time, it's still 10:53 a.m. CST for me. Follow me and let's get into it. But before we continue, as usual, because we keep it interactive here, it's important that I say hello to those of you. Only one person in the chat already, two people, and Jordan Henderson. I'm not sure, Tobias, what language you're using there. I think love. It's a good thing. I think I did translate it some time ago. Well back, Chelsea. Yep, good signing. Excellent signing, in my opinion. Smart signing, if you prefer. And then we have happy for the Lacroix signing. That's Amo Lawal. Yeah, I'm very, very happy. Honestly, he changes a lot. But we're here to talk about that. Welbeck in Henderson would be a bad signing either. Wouldn't be a bad signing either. Both will make a whole lot of difference for us. They bring leadership, experience. You guys, I think a lot of people don't understand what difference they will make until they experience it. But I can assure you, those are smart and excellent signings that will make a whole lot of difference for us, in my opinion. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. Yeah, let's go. Keep dropping the likes on the gym, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the conversation this particular morning. Yes, it's still morning for me. We are going to ball. This isn't, I agree with you. Some people are warming up to the reason why, or maybe are starting to understand the reason why we signed two over 30 players. The second, in Jordan Henderson, not necessarily because of his ball playing ability, but he still play. I think play a lot more than a lot of people believe he'd play. My brother, this unit's brother keeps saying we are going for Diogo Costa. Maybe he has a source that's told him that. I don't know. Honestly, there's no way to confirm if we are in fact interested in signing Diogo Costa from Porto. A week ago or so, we did address a particular report that suggests that that's the case. But on that day, I told people that I did not trust that source, the source that I just referenced. So no need to say, yeah, you know what? You best believe it. They were definitely signing Diogo Costa. I cannot say for certain. What I heard that I'd say is believable is that the manager isn't in a rush to make changes in the goalkeeping department, that he wants to take the time to assess the two goalkeepers within his disposal in, what's his name, Robert Sanchez and the Belgian kid, and Mike Penders, before deciding whether he needs one or not. So whatever you see out there, I advise you to take them as a pinch of salt, or maybe dump them into a single bucket, and as maybe rumors, speculations. We don't know at this point whether we're looking to sign a goalkeeper. But I can say for sure, if we see, if the opportunity presents itself to sign a goalkeeper that we believe will be better than Robert Sanchez and Mike Penders, we're definitely going to do that, because that's what big clubs do. I think the Diogo Costa is a rumor. Yeah. He's doing ITK like all the sorts. I mean, it's all of some. It's becoming clear that it's all about the clicks. Let's see. Yep. So you are on time today. Maybe you cost it, because I don't want you to read to baptize me with a name I don't like. But I'm happy to let you guys know the club surely trusts Penders. Still very young, but I think eventually he will get to that level. And he's actually developing faster than I had anticipated. So, but one critical aspect of his game that I'd like him to improve to become our number one, if the opportunity presents itself at Chelsea, would be his high claim numbers. As tall as he is hasn't mastered the art of commanding his box. That is something that's very critical for goalkeepers in the Premier League. Otherwise, opposition players will smoke you with set piece. So, and I'm quite sure the manager and goalkeeper um, trainer, I'm quite sure they're well aware of that. So if he's going to stay, they will start working on that with him. So I'm happy to let you know that we have uh, our senior panelists here with me in Bobby, and also the captain of the community in Constantine Dunn. A lot of story behind that captain of the community stuff. A lot of people left the community because they didn't like that. But yeah, okay. That's, by the way, Bobby, thank you for finding the time to join the panel this particular morning. I do hope you're doing well. Do we have Bobby? Is he there or is he disconnected? I'm not sure what's going on. Big up, Bobby. Sorry? Mm, okay.
Okay.
It's you could argue he steered us in the right direction.
fans is that the club progresses and moves forward. Right now, that's being done under the strict handling of Egbali, who's doing, it looks like, all the deals. Now, as these deals come in, there's some caution that I keep warning. I'm happy with them. I'm praying for them. I hope it all works out. But this 36, 35-year-old thing, I've mentioned it on your platform before. The word mercenary comes to mind a little bit. I see more of the sense in Welbeck than I do in Henderson. I maintain my opinions on both, but largely, okay, we'll give it a tick and see where it goes. There are two more additions to be made, which will be the left back and then midfield. And then the rest will be a matter of sales, if you ask me. I think the striking position of, in principle, João Pedro, Welbeck, and Omega as the understudy should take us through the season. Now it's a matter of gelling because we saw what happened with Liverpool. They brought in so many players last season. I think it affected them. And not only do we have new players, but we have a new manager. So maybe that's a positive. I don't know. There's a lot of unknowns at the moment, but it all looks like we're doing the right thing.
Yeah, thank you very much, Bobby. We did start slowly. We started executing our transfer plans in a slow manner at the beginning of the transfer window, but they've been building on it, and we're hearing we're still not done. Some rumors suggest we're still going to go for Wharton and one more player. I can't quite remember that Jan mentioned because I don't miss watching his videos because I trust him. Irrespective of the situation, he does the best he can to stay objective. Which, yeah,
Is
that's
it
for me.
Hernandez on the left instead
Yeah,
of Chevalier?
yeah. And so I mean, I'm happy, and I think because we're being strategic with our signings, I don't think we suffered the same um, issues, just like Liverpool did. We are we're not just signing players for the sake of it, and you could argue that in Liverpool's case, they did that to an extent. But anyway, that's my opinion. Dante, what do you make of Bobby's concerns with regards how many players were signed? Now you could rephrase that as how many the amount of changes we're making. Is it of concern to you, or do you think we'll be all right?
Yeah, big up, coach. Everyone in the chat.
Big up to you too,
Bobby.
man.
No, I think there's a plan there, and that there's plenty of time to go in the off season. It's still a month away, so yeah, there'll be players that'll be leaving. Obviously, we know the ones that didn't report to training, so that we know they're gone. Those ones, so yeah. Look, I don't think we're finished, like you said. I think we're probably still another centre back. That's evident because we tried to sign Stones, didn't we? So we just couldn't get it across, but that tells me we're still looking for another centre back. So, and I agree with that, by the way. I think we do need another centre back. So, especially with Disasi, Badiashile, those two will be gone as well. So maybe Josh on loan somewhere or something like that. So yeah, we'll wait and see what happens.
I
But
mean, just quickly, I just want to say this. I think everybody's just losing their minds, um, given that poor outing in our first preseason game in Australia. Because Josh, I don't. These things happen. It's just one game. What if he plays the next game starts the next game
yeah,
against Tottenham and kills it?
yeah. Look, for him,
But
probably
you get the point I'm making now. People are losing their
yeah,
minds because he didn't play well in that game, and I mean, why that for me, in my opinion, I didn't expect him to be the standout player on the day because yeah, he hadn't played with those kids in a while. He was been
yeah,
for the with the first 11 for nearly a season plus, right?
yeah.
So I'm not sure why, because he had a bad game on the day. Then people are all of a sudden all concerned about his future, whether he'd be better off staying or going. I don't think it makes sense to just go by one preseason game. In all honesty, but that's just my opinion anyway. Go ahead with what you were saying.
Yeah, look, one game doesn't matter. Although what I will say, for him, it's probably a little bit more important than all those other kids and the senior players because he's got a bit of a point to prove, right? So he's the one that's, he can't be making those type of mistakes though that he did. Why? Because he'd done that the last sort of dozen games of the season where he played quite a lot and he made the same mistakes and we considered a lot of goals. So for him, probably because he's one of those on the cusp of staying, leaving, new contract, or going on loan, or even being sold. He's probably one that needs to prove it a bit that he's improving and taking that next step. And that didn't help. Obviously, that performance didn't help because he made a couple of really bad mistakes, led to goals. So that's the only thing maybe why that was important. But otherwise, yeah, look, it's just preseason. By the score and the squad we played, I knew these early games preseason are. It's just for usually
But
academy players. Yeah,
when you say Hadi started that game with the players he's worked with last season, that maybe we'd see a more mature display from him, or you could say less mistakes from him
no,
on the day. But because
no,
yeah, he
because
played with an entirely different 11. I didn't expect him to be perfect. I think we just people are just unnecessarily jumping to conclusions there.
yes and no. The thing is, he got those errors were individual. Doesn't matter who you have next to you because it was individual areas where he got done a couple of times. So the rest does the other errors don't matter, but the ones you're defending individually and you're making mistakes and they result in goals, well, that's on him. So yeah, look, it's unfortunate, but like I said, he's the only one that people are paying attention because there's a lot of emotion behind. A lot of people really like him and think he's
Mhm.
the next superstar. Well, we have to wait and see on that one. I'm still not convinced. I haven't seen it yet. He's got the attributes, but I haven't seen it yet, to be honest. I'm still waiting for that. He's played quite a. We talked about it on Tobago show. You put up how many minutes? He's played actually quite a decent amount of minutes for
He did,
Chelsea.
yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, they were expecting him to be starting every game, but I get. In all honesty, I think the fact that all the senior players at the time weren't playing well, that's exactly what drives the people's that's what drives people's you can say anger towards the manager at the time for not fielding him when we had senior players that weren't doing well, with the belief that he could have done better than them at the time.
yeah, and I keep saying this to people. We don't see what happens at training. We don't see what happens behind the scenes. He's not playing for a reason. And every time he's played, excuse me, he had a really good game at the start of the season against Palace. But
Hmm.
after that, I don't. Didn't have not one good game, and he caused quite a lot of errors leading to goals and a lot of mistakes out of position. So, and it wasn't just one manager. Let's not forget it's just three or four
And people seem to
managers.
forget there was that period when, yeah, people seem to forget there was a period when, had he been fit, he would have played a lot. But he wasn't fit. Even at that, even though he wasn't fully fit,
Yeah, true.
and
Yeah.
Enzo Maresca still fielded him in one of the games. I think he brought him on, and he made a mistake leading to us that led to us conceding the goal. The point I'm trying to make, I think Maresca did well for him. And had he been fit, I think he would have played a lot more, because there was a period when we had 2, 3 starting centre backs injured, that we were basically playing with
Yeah.
makeshift back line, but he wasn't fit. But people seem to forget that period. I'm not sure why that is the case,
Yeah, look,
actually.
everybody's saying we're not developing him right. He's not playing enough minutes. Well, it's to me, look at the minutes. He has played a lot of minutes for a 19-year-old.
Yeah,
And
he played a lot, honestly.
yeah,
Started some
uh,
important games,
yeah,
really.
so it's not like he's
Yeah.
not. Unfortunately, he just didn't take his opportunities when he got given. And yeah, he made a lot of mistakes. So,
For
which is
me,
fair enough.
I'd say he did well enough for a 19-year-old. The
Yeah.
you can say his integration into the first team was always going to be a gradual process.
Yeah, look, he did do well enough, but not to be,
Not
now
exceptionally
considered.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not one of those now because untouchable. You know what I
No, no,
mean?
no.
Like
Yeah.
he
All
has
right, I'm
to.
gonna catch up. I'm gonna give the microphone to those in the chat. Catch up, and then I'll come back to the panel. I want to hear from you. How you feel about the signing of Maxence Lacroix? What do you think he brings to the table? How he changes the dynamics of our back line, and how you think the manager will utilize it, and what you make of the for me the price tag. For me, cheap, really cheap in this market. But I'll come back to you in a bit. Everywhere is news about Chelsea Football Club. It looks like, and as again, rumors suggest we're still not done. Sean Abiona, thank you for joining the conversation. I do hope you're doing well. And Ebenezer says, good afternoon to you too. Please, how are you? And Ebenezer from Ghana, Tosin is not good enough for Chelsea. I always watch your show. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for doing that. Ebenezer, my West African bro, thank you so much for letting us know, and we appreciate you more than you know. So thank you so much once again. And AB's in the house. Big up to you, my bro. He says, finally, we are moving like a big club. Okay, some are still not okay. Some are still trying to find a reason to complain about, because yeah, they built their brands, respective brands are all built on a toxic foundation. So you see that you stay toxic, or you start losing followers. You only you can say you'll be fine if at any point your followers that the people the set of followers that started following you because of your toxic content, if at any time they become positive, then yeah, you're fine. I'm not saying positivity that means you should be praising the owners even when they do wrong stuff. No, you just have to learn how to speak objectively. Then yeah, you're not going to be I will never call you toxic for speaking objectively and condemning what's wrong, and at least accepting that somebody or someone has done something right whenever they do something right. But that's, by the way, I hope Mike Penders has a masterclass against Tottenham, so we don't go for a goalkeeper. Is he in camp already? Is he back? Even if he's back in
Yeah, I
camp,
think
I
he's
don't think
yeah.
he'll be starting over Robert Sanchez. Maybe the next game. But I think no worries about that. No worries at all. It was the AI one of the AIs that's policing the live chat that deleted your message, and the reason being you used more than 3 emojis. So don't worry. AB says, but Bobby, if it was a Bayern or Madrid assigning Welbeck and Henderson, would you be complaining? I mean, these guys were still playing in the league just last season, and Henderson actually did very well last season. He played 30 plus games and did very, very well for Brentford. Yeah, and as Dante will tell you, Welbeck has become a specialist. To be more specific, he's an excellent finisher, actually. Yeah, just find them in the box 10 times or 9 times out of 10 he'll put them away. I hope we don't have to entertain Ender Fernandez a shenanigan anymore. It looks like he's going to stay. Time waits for no one in football. The younger players had their chances over the past 4 seasons. No time to re-engineer the strategy. Listen, it's usually difficult for younger players to make it. You have to be exceptionally good, and I'm not that sort of person for selfish reasons, or maybe because I like a certain young player. I'll start preaching for the club to retain them, even when retaining them will dwarf their development. So I think Josh, if he's not going to play enough minutes, I think he'd be better off going out on loan. But if he's going to play as much as he plays last season and proves that he's ready to be starting games over certain players within our ranks, then he will do it. I've seen young players who didn't fear competition, didn't fear having all the players around that could mean they won't play enough, and they still stayed because they were confident in their abilities. So if he feels like he can do it even with the players we have, then he should stay. But if we know that he's not going to play enough and that staying will dwarf his development, I think would be better off letting him go, because they say if you love something, you let it free. I guess we're not winning the championship. Phew. Mikhail, always nice to see you, my bro. Appreciate you finding time to join the conversation. Rogers, Barco, Welbeck, Henderson, Lacroix. Imagine we made these signings at the start of last season. Yeah. Nicole, we are in the championship, bro. You don't understand the joke. I think I'd say it's an inside joke and you will never get it. Okay, Bobby, see you when you come back. Let's see. Jorgensen has gone to Strasbourg. Good for him. Good for his development. If he proves to be an excellent goalkeeper, maybe we'll find a place for him at Chelsea. Jorgensen is fantastic with his feet, and he also makes unexpected saves sometimes. It's just that he's still, listen. I think he proved with his how well he did in the Conference League that he's a good enough goalkeeper. But here's the thing: it looks like he wasn't able to show. He didn't do well whenever he comes in. He had the opportunity to come in place of Robert Sanchez. It just seemed as if the pressure of proving that he can actually compete against. He's a serious competitor against. He's a serious competition for maybe Robert Sanchez. He didn't really do well. He struggled. Actually made mistakes on all those occasions. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'll just stick with. Let me keep it on a surface level. Whenever he did come in for Robert Sanchez, he usually struggles, makes some silly mistakes. But I think as he matures, he'd eventually get to that level where he'd be able to compete effectively and not panic under pressure. Or be nervous under pressure, maybe. We don't need Alabegovic because Gittins is on fire, and we have Rogers. Yes, then he wasn't going to play anyway. So, and I suspect that he'd end up choosing a club where he's guaranteed to stay and play. Because I learned after the deal, I wouldn't say fell through. After I learned that he chose Juventus over us, that he had to, because they promised him first-team football, and in our case, we were going to send him on loan to Strasbourg. And if I were the kid, I'd do the same too. It's really that simple. But yeah, CFC backline is still fragile. CFC needs to be solid and not concede easily. Let's see what happens. But thank you, Siaka. Coach, I won the war against you. I told you Winstanley and Stewart are not good enough, and they are on thin ice. And I told you, did I tell you they were the best in the world? Did I? I don't remember you and I debating whether they were good enough or not. No, we never did that. Find where that happened, and I'll give you $50. Okay. Big up to you to Mabas05, aka MB05. Always nice to see you. Okay, I am excited for the signing of Maxence Lacroix. He will be a perfect addition for our squad. And who else do we have here? Blackman says if Enzo is not happy with Chelsea, he must leave. If you don't have a buyer, what are you going to do? So let's wait and see. We need Mayan. I don't think we need him. I think Robert Sanchez currently a much better goalkeeper. I think he's regressed in my opinion. So Dante, let's hear your thoughts on the signing of Maxence Lacroix. That's I think about 5 questions at the same time. What do you make of the price tag? What does he bring to the table? Let's hear you, Dante. 4 questions maybe.
One at a time.
One at a time. Yeah, you
Look,
can't answer four of them at the same time. Just take them one at a time.
yeah, look, price wise, very good. We obviously, I doesn't really bother me too much the price, so it was going to be around that figure, and they did it. Yeah, they kept it really low, which is good to see. Probably paying a little bit more in installments, so who knows how we set up the deal. So that's probably why, but it works for us, so that's good. Price wise, tick. Yeah, fit is a big tick. That's because he plays in the system that Alonso wants to implement. He's a CCB. He plays in the middle of the back three. That's where he's best at. And we've seen recently, that especially the last 2 years, he's been at Palace, but especially the last sort of 8 to 9 months, winning FA Cup, a Conference League, Charity Shield, beating big teams in those competitions and winning at cups as well. Well, yeah, he's a bit of a plug and play, perfect in that CCB if he goes. Obviously, he can play in the back too, but he's more of a back three type of defender. And I think this is why we signed him, and Alonso looked at him very closely. Because if you look at the league and you look at top defenders, he's probably one of the probably top 2 in that type of formation in the league, stats wise, etc. So he really fits really nicely if Alonso's going to implement that system, and I have a feeling he will.
And just quickly, Chelsea Blue, we will come back to discussing why we signed Henderson and Daniel Welbeck. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, perfect fit system wise. Like I said, he's very comfortable in that system, and to being that CCB where he can pretty much cover for the other 2 centre backs, which will be more ball playing centre backs, and his role is to really muster that defense, tell them to go cover, or he covers for them. So he's got quite a big job there, but that's why I say he's a perfect plug and play, and it's very much Alonso looked for that type of guy that he can put in that position and knows he can do it. And like I said, if you look at the formations, he's probably the top 2 in the centre backs in that type of formation. So yeah, very happy with him, the signing, and price, everything's perfect. Character is very important as well. So in the interviews and how he speaks, he's quite mature already. Another very big thing, he grew up sort of watching Chelsea, and he loves Chelsea. He's number 26 he wears for France. That's because his favorite player was John Terry, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the 26 jersey. We'll wait and see for that one. But yeah, look, so I think that's even more a player like that. He did an interview a couple of years ago where he said, yeah, his dream, if it ever happens, one day he would love to play for Chelsea. And
he's a leader too. Excellent leader at that.
You have to be for where he plays. Like I said, that position demands that. If you're that CCB, it demands that you really have leadership as well. Because like I said, you have to kind of usher that defense and be in charge of the line at the back and make a lot of calls. You got to be really switched on and have a high IQ. And he does that, yeah. So he's got every tool as a defender. So he's a perfect signing, perfect age, experience, France international. And this could probably get him across the line to be a starting France centre back as well. I wouldn't be surprised going in the future. If we do well, he'll definitely be starting for France as well. So, yeah, look, very happy with the signing.
Yeah, excellent signing indeed. He's very good aerially. He's really, really quick for his height. Really,
Yeah,
really
he's
quick.
quick. Yeah, he's got quick
Yeah,
acceleration. He's probably after
and
that.
that's important too.
Yeah,
That's important. There was a video I watched on YouTube where the narrator explains how I think it was Kudus thought he was gone. He was actually the next thing that he'd be facing the goalkeeper, but nobody expected him. He caught up to him and still got the ball away from him.
yeah, it's
Um,
timing. Like he's not the
yeah,
quickest. If you put him in a race a long distance, you'll lose. But that quick acceleration and IQ,
and
knowing
short
when to
distance
use
to
it.
cover.
Correct, and that's his job. The CCB's job is to do that, to cover for the other two centre backs who are going to be more risky and are going to be a little bit more, can go up a little. One of them can go up a bit higher as well. So that's his job in a nutshell. That's what he's got to do. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for that. Let's see, big up. I've read that, and the follows and Joe Shields doing the deal. Here's still nothing new there. I think if you remember, I think it was I and Dante when we talked about probably the arrival of the follows means that gradually we'll stop hearing about the what's his name called the Choco Brothers, and that's exactly what's happening. We're hearing less and less about them. They will
Well,
probably
they're still
be
doing.
assigned. They'll be
Yeah,
assigned to other roles.
they're still doing role. They still did the rest of the signings. They were the ones doing it. It's only Igbali stepped in for the Aston Villa for Rogers, and
And anything first team, I think Alonso has more say than them.
well, yeah, they still do all the work. Alonso just gets on the phone and says, "Hello, come. I want you. Can you want to come?" They do
Then
all
they
the
will do
rest.
the rest of the job, getting the deal
Of
across the
course, they got
line,
a
right?
lot to do. People think that there's not much to do at Chelsea. We have, it's a lot of stuff to do behind the scenes. All the, paperwork and all the contracts and everything. They do a lot of job. They were on all the deals, so it's not like they will get phased out slowly or moved on because that was always the plan. 5 years, get these young guys that are to come in and choose the best young talent from the world and make a squad. That's what they were asked to do, and that's what they kind of did. That's why they were so well known at Brighton. They, finding all the gems, all the best, and that's exactly what they did with
So
Chelsea.
basically, you're
So
saying they played their part.
they played their part. They did exactly what they were asked to do. Now that will still continue, probably at a slower pace, but it'll still continue. But let's not forget Strasbourg. They're doing work for Strasbourg now. They joined that team. They're doing the scout. Basically contracts and everything. So they're going to be directors helping there as well. And Chelsea are looking to buy another club. So let's not forget that too. So that's another transitional
All right.
phase that they're probably going to move to.
All right, and High Scent Golu says Pendas is a good talent. I wish Alonso will give him some minutes during this preseason game. My opinion, though, it looks like you're on OG here because that's where we operate here. Whenever you say something to that similar, yeah, your opinion. I think
He
he will
will.
get
He'll
some.
get
He
time.
will definitely get minutes. Absolutely. Then Follows knows how to recruit players with experience, something Winstanley cannot do. I don't have their time and I don't want to talk about them. And in all honesty, if you're being truthful to yourself, they did what they were asked to do in terms of signing the young players they signed. They made mistake also by signing some players maybe that didn't really work out. But it happens. But I think actually the assets we have today when reference players in that case is the reason why you can argue to some extent we were able to afford the signings we're making now because we're selling them and making
Exactly.
profits. Now we have a problem with Scott. If Scott gets surrounded by world players in Chelsea, he might become a machine like Palmer. Here's the thing, Black Mass. The manager is seeing them up close. If he wants him to stay, he'd find a way to make it work. I think he'd be alternating between. The Scott is the kid that played in the midfield, right?
No, I think he's talking about something else. Is he talking about Scott from the Bournemouth player, or what's he talking about? Which one?
Is he talking about?
That's
Oh,
Watson.
he's talking about the yet to be signed player, Alex Scott.
Yeah.
Okay. If we sign him, I think he'll do well at Chelsea. So, but only the manager knows why he's pushing for us to sign him. I thought you're talking about the kid that played in the middle, not that one. What's his name again? Is it Scott? I can't
Watson,
remember.
Reggie Watson.
Watson, yeah, the kid was good. I like him. For Strasbourg, maybe they are running Strasbourg now, and I really do not care. Karim Alabergovic signing for Juventus was the best decision for his career. Absolutely, as simple as that. I look, if I were the kid, I'd do the same too. I wouldn't want to sign for Chelsea and then get sent on loan to Strasbourg. No. Yeah,
Well,
and
yeah,
I.
that they're doing a bit of a rebuild, Juventus, and they're looking at young talent like we were doing before. So yes, they're offering him first team starting position. That's why we couldn't compete, unfortunately.
Yeah, and just quickly, you've heard the rumors that we're still looking to sign Alex Scott and Adam Wharton. How possible is that? And does it make
Mm,
sense to you?
not really. The one thing that does make sense to me, Alice Scott is due for a new contract, and maybe his managers and agents are getting that out there. I don't know if we actually made a bid for him, to be honest.
No, it looks like we did because some reputable sources carried it.
Not Ornstein or the other one. None of them said that. It's just some normal stuff. No, it's not the big ones that said that. So if they don't say it, well, I'm not. I don't know if that's true or not. So yeah, look, I do know contract wise, he's up for a new contract. And what do players do when that happens? Their agents know exactly what to do.
All right, let's talk about why we signed Joe. Let's take it one by one. Jordan Henderson, I'd say for leadership, and also he gets to play. He played 30 plus games last season. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't that the number when we checked the last time we
Yeah,
discussed?
yeah. He
What?
started like
Uh-huh.
22 or
So he brings
24.
leadership too. And I'm not still going to say this because we had a lengthy conversation about him. And I told, I think we had Jay on the panel on that day and Bobby too. I told them, listen, if you're concerned that the players, I'm going to warm up to him in terms of respecting him because he's a Liverpool legend and he played against us on occasions when we lost two cup finals to them under Thomas Tuchel or so. I said, look, they respect him, especially the English players. They respect him very, very well. And they're going to welcome him. They're going to listen to him. And if he listens, I think the entire dressing room will listen. He's been there. He's
Yeah.
won a lot of stuff, and he's very knowledgeable of the game. And the manager, that's you could argue that's the reason he's asked the club to sign him, and he's a consummate professional too. I think we're being strategic with our signings, and I don't know why Bobby he did express his concern with regards to him maybe not understanding the culture of Chelsea, and I'm I'm not sure what to make of that. I think we just letting our loyalty to our club get us to believe that players who played for other clubs will never be committed to us 100% because they are legends of a certain club. It just doesn't. I don't. I refuse to subscribe to that notion or maybe argument, in my opinion. But let's say, Dante, why have we signed Jordan Henderson?
Yeah, pretty much. What you said there. I know Bobby. I spoke to him a bit earlier about it. He said the same thing. 'Cause I missed that show. I think you guys had that debate on. So, look, one thing I looked at. Number one, has he played recently? Yes, he played. He had 22 plus starts last season for obviously for what's Brentford and another 8 and 9 appearances substitute. So he played 3 quarters of the season basically. So he was very very important for them. Let's not forget they finished above us in Europe. So he was very instrumental in that. So I went and had a looked at what the players, the coach. I saw an interview with the
It's just
manager.
that he was smart with the sort of contract he signed with them. There was a clause that will allow him leave
Yeah,
should he want to.
yeah, because he knows his ability. He's still very, very good. He's still physically very good, strong, and he's still running quite a lot actually. So yeah, I had a look. He made. Let's not forget, Tuchel took him to the World Cup in the England squad as well. So there's a reason for that. So anyway, the Brentford manager he was speaking about. It was asked who's the guy most influential. You guys made Europe, blah blah blah. So he named Henderson. He was our most influential leader. He sets the standards every single day at training, off the pitch. He keeps everyone in check. is the most respected player in our dressing room. Okay, all right, cool. Then I went and watched an interview, Rogers with Bellingham in the England camp now, the World Cup. They were asked the same question: who's the England team? Who guys do you look up to? Who's the number? The guy that makes things tick and organizes everything. And gets both of them straight away said Jordan Henderson. He said he's the most respected in the dressing room. We look up to him, the most professional, the most respected, and the most demanding, and he keeps the standards high. So when I saw that from both teams, well, that just tells me this guy, what he's like behind the scenes and why is he so respected. And then I understood why Tuchel took him to the World Cup as well. So he's that type of character. So he will be that's massive for us. As you know, we have a very young team. We have some leaders that are developing, but still they're still quite on the young age. So someone that comes in, sets standards, keeps people accountable, and works very closely with the manager to get across his message is very important. So then playing wise, like I said, he started, and like I said, the Brentford manager said he was one of the most important reasons why they made it into Europe and has
He
such a good
played
season.
31 games in total for them.
Yeah, because he's a tempo guy. He's experienced. He's smart. He's got high IQ. He's a DM that sits, so he doesn't have to run that much, especially with another DM next to him. But he can run a game, and his long passing and his distribution out wide is a really, really high percentage. So he's got a very good passing range and can really, when it's congested and you're sitting back and you want to control a game and you want to see out a game, well, you can bring him on. He's smart. He's very smart, very good, very strong at his age. He's a man, so he's quite strong at his age. So, yeah, look, he's not brought in to play every single game, but I think we might be surprised how much he will play. In my opinion, if he's fit and there's no problems, and like he played last season, like he did for Brentford, well, I still see him starting quite a chunk of games for us as well. It doesn't matter the age. If the IQ's there and the body's good, I think he'll play quite a bit. He'll be very valuable, especially in an Alonso system where ball retention and passing are very, very high on the list. Especially with two DMs, three centre backs. Well, you've got that cover there. It doesn't, and if you got a guy that knows how to distribute and knows how to run a game, basically, well, that's a massive plus in that type of system. You need a guy like that. And that's why we went firstly for Xhaka. He's the same. He's exactly the same. Very, very similar passing range, exactly. Probably a little bit more mobile, a bit more, because he's younger, 5 years younger. But uh, Jordan Henderson still is a very good signing for what we need. And like I said, he raises the standards and keeps people accountable, and they all respect him. It doesn't matter if he's from Liverpool. That was a long time ago, Liverpool, by the way. So that's why I went and looked at, Brentford, what they said about him, and then in the England camp. That tells me he's like that. It's in his DNA to be like that. So there's no problem there if he's a Liverpool legend or not.
Yep. All right. Thank you so much for that. Let's see. Welcome. Montman is saying here, hello to someone. Karim plays in Yildis's position. But here's the thing: you don't. He's capable of playing as operating as an inside 10.
Yeah, they might
Yeah,
change. They might change formations.
yeah, exactly. So I
Juventus,
don't. They will
new
have a
manager.
lengthy conversation. You'd have to sell the project. I think the Juventus, whether the manager called him, I'm not sure who convinced him to join Juve. You'd have to explain to him if he like again, because he plays in the same position as you does. You'd have to explain to him because he will ask question. Okay, how about him? Then you tell him, look, I wasn't there. They sold it to him, and he bought it. So probably he's guaranteed to be playing, which is why
Yeah,
they could
well,
argue he chose them over us.
we wanted to pretty much loan him back to Strasbourg, or Strasbourg, or leave him at Red Bull. So I don't think we were going to bring him in this season, and that's also why. And like I said, Juventus are going for a rebuild. They're going for young, very young players. So, like, yeah, it's perfect. Maybe 2-3 years ago it would have been perfect for us. And yeah, I really like the player. I really like the player. So I'm really upset we missed out on him. But it is what it is.
I mean, I'm not going. If he was never going to join us immediately. That wasn't the plan, right? So
No, the plan
I,
was to loan him out, leave him
yeah, I'm not.
At Red Bull. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not upset. I liked him. I like him still because yeah, he's proven that he's an excellent player, very unique, able to create space for himself. He can shoot effect very well with either feet.
Yeah,
Either
well, you can
foot.
tell Juventus playing for an 18-year-old, 40 plus million. That tells you a lot. An Italian
Yeah, an
club playing.
Italian club. Yeah, to be more specific there. But Heston, it is what it is. We move on, really. Honestly.
We do.
Yeah,
Can't get them
and
all.
Mr. CFC is saying UEFA has announced its team will not participate in FIFA competition. Have they really? I haven't seen it, so but I wouldn't be surprised because Infantino, he's causing a lot of trouble. Or you said doing. I'm not sure what else to say there. I just don't want to get into that. Amo Olawale says we need Henderson for stability and experience. I think the young lads will learn a lot from him. It's really that simple. And I'm going to repeat this again. Bobby said Bobby is concerned that the players wouldn't warm up to him that much because yeah, he doesn't have that blue blood in him, something to that effect. And I remember telling him the English players, especially, they will be the first to actually welcome him with with open arms, and they respect him a lot. And you've heard what they said about him. All right, Mabasofai says Jordan Henderson is needed for stability, and also he knows how to help the younger players, which is what we need. What we needed last season, and we didn't have that. Scott is very good on the ball. He likes. I'm just going to stick with. Maybe I need to watch him even more. He drives with the ball very, very well. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with that. Let's say. All right, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Who's Henderson starting over? You think he's not going to start? He can start. It maybe depends on the game. Do you think we're signing him to come just be part of the dressing room and be talking to the players? Is that what you think we're signing him? I think probably before he agreed to join us, we must have guaranteed him some you could say a certain number of game time. Yeah. I don't think you might as well hire him as a staff member if he's not going to play at all.
And like I said, he will come on a lot, probably more than actually start. But don't be surprised if he does start games as well, because like I said, he's got the IQ in that system to make the ball, tick very well for Alonso. And
so we don't know, yeah. We don't know. You don't know whether you see a three-man midfield where you still have him and have what's his name, Enzo Fernandez, still have Caicedo. You don't know. So, but we're just speculating on. But soon we'll find out. It won't be long. Okay. He says, I have a feeling Mike Penders will be our number one goalkeeper. It's a possibility, but I don't know. That guy is starting. You said he's not starting no games. Okay, just clip it for yourself. Big up, Chile. Big up, Vic. Nice to see you. I do hope you're doing well. Chile, you think he's coming back? Is that why you're saying Chile? Since we're signing experience, we might as well sign him. But I don't think he's coming back. Yeah, let's see. Hot takes. Anything else to address there? Anything serious? Let's see. Sean Abiona says, I don't know why we keep doubting Mike Penders, which is bad for his confidence if that was Petro. Here's the thing. I'm going to say this again. I'm not doubting him. I just explained. I followed his progress at Strasbourg. And one of the first things that I noticed is he's not that good at commanding his box. As tall as he is, he's not that good with high claims. He always hesitates, waits, practically allows the opposition players allow opposition players to do their thing. Then he tries and saves the ball. But that is something that comes as he plays more games. He eventually become good at making high claims, commanding his box effectively. Because yes, then high claims is a critical tool that you need as a goalkeeper in the Premier League, where a set piece is a major part of how a lot of teams play.
Yep, and he'll
So,
learn
but
very
right
well
now,
from Robert
in
Sanchez.
that metric or category or aspect, Robert Sanchez is a much better goalkeeper. But he's much better than Sanchez in terms of his overall ball playing ability or his ability on the ball. All right, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Maybe he will be better, but that dude is not better than Gittins currently. And Gittins is a mad young, pointless signing right now. I just wanted us to sign him because for me, look, he would have been an excellent signing for us, but it just wouldn't make sense to sign him and send him out on loan. And I think he's gone past that level. He's an international, and he wasn't like we were the only ones pushing to sign him. There were other clubs interested, and as we learned, Juve promised him a starting place. So why wouldn't he go to Juve? He'd be stupid not to go to Juve. Xabi may have destroyed fans' trust permanently by doing what? I don't know. Can you elaborate? And Collinson, Achua, nice to see you. Chelsea is doing well. I think it will be better when we let Enzo go. I think he probably everybody's saying he stays, and I'm not sure why a lot of people are certain that he's going to stay. But because there aren't too many suitors, not so many clubs are vying for his signature right now. None that I know. Actually, I get it. There was a rumor a week ago or two suggesting that Atletico Madrid might come for him, and one that was at some point we heard that City discussed him, but I don't think he goes to City, especially for how much we've heard we're asking for him. Um, Dante isn't doubting Mike Pendas. Maybe you're not paying attention. Dante, are you doubting Mike Pendas?
Depends what he's talking about. No, he's one of the up and coming young goalkeepers in the world, but he's coming to the Premier League. Do you guys want him to start straight away over Robert Sanchez? He was probably our top free player during up until he got substituted by Rafinha. He was probably out in our top free player of the season. That's how good he was. So you
And
know,
that you can argue that Rosinia mistake. You could argue also affected his confidence to a certain extent.
well, Rafinha went, and then obviously we know the caretaker manager. But I'm just saying, Robert Sanchez has proven himself that he deserves to be, our number one. He was extremely good. So, yeah, look, I'm not doubting Mike Penders, but there's a lot of time. Let's put it that way. He's got time to learn off Sanchez, and if the opportunity is there, he'll take it. And if he he takes it and grabs it and holds it, well, even better. But not straight away. No, he needs to settle in, learn a bit, and like Coach was saying, the high claims are a problem. Well, he'll learn from someone that's very good at it, and that is Robert Sanchez. So yeah, I have no doubts about his ability, but putting an 18, 19-year-old kid straight away in Chelsea to start, no, that's probably not the way to do it.
And as well as he did at Strasbourg, he's not quite there yet. Eventually, he will get there. And if he comes in and gets the opportunity and proves that, yeah, he can be a better goalkeeper than Robert Sanchez, then yeah, it will be his place. Um, the number one position will be his. And Uzoma Monday, thank you, Dalo, for joining. He says, big up, coach from Nigeria. Thank you, Uzoma. I appreciate you finding time to join the conversation. I cannot thank you enough. Dante, let's talk about, you could say in detail, why we signed Danny Welbeck. You called him a specialist, and I agree. And I also agree that he's that sort of player that gets better as he gets older.
Yeah, he found the role for himself. Yeah, a niche, if you call that. He's become a specialist. Coming in, especially coming in off the bench, last 20 minutes and getting goals, valuable goals. So that's because he's physically very strong. He's tall, and he's in the right position at the right time. Very good in the air. I mean, half of these goals are scored in the air. So yeah, and remember what I was saying
And it's
that.
important to mention his, you could say, footballing intelligence because he sits on the bench reads the game very well, understands where the spaces will be in the box, in the opposition box, and usually you can argue that's the main, definitely that's one of the main reasons why he scores whenever he comes off the bench. That's because he's able to study the
Yeah.
opposition, study what's going on, what has gone on maybe throughout the game until his introduction, to know where the spaces are and to exploit them effectively. That's, for me, reflects his footballing intelligence.
Yeah, that's why he's been doing it for a long time and scoring goals late like that and when he comes on because yeah, he's got that IQ he's a box striker now that he used to, when he was younger obviously it was a lot more mobile and not as strong, but now he's a specialist box striker. He scores a lot of goals in the air. And like I was saying, looking into Alonso more at Leverkusen, what does he like? And he likes that type of player. Remember, I was saying he likes a big guy up front that can score with his head and a lot of headers, balls in the air.
Hmm.
And that's what happens when you have overlapping wing backs. They get to a certain, but then they need to cross the ball. So who are we crossing that ball to? Well, he has to be have a really good understanding to know where the ball is coming, where they like to cross the ball, etc. And he gets in the right position. So that is going to be very important for us, him coming on, if we're losing or etc. and we need to score goals. Well, he's going to come on and have a plan with the wing backs and wingers operating out wide. They have to get the ball, they'll do that in training quite a lot. They'll have certain areas, usually area 1, area 2, where they, like to put the ball, and he knows that the ball's going to go there. And that's why it's important to be on one page, because he already knows where the ball's going to be crossed, and that's going to be very important that they get that relationship going. And yeah, look, that's why he does very well. He's got that IQ to know that, and the relationship with the players out wide. And he will be very, very crucial for us to pick up points during the season because, sometimes you're not playing that well, you don't have luck, whatever, and you're losing 2-1 nil. He comes on, scores a goal, it's 2-2. Well, that's a point. That point at the end of the season can mean Europe or no Europe or something, a championship or no championship. So
Hmm.
it's very important, yeah, especially in this system where the wing backs overload and they're pretty quick, of course, and they get the balls into the box. Well, you got to have a guy there that's really good in the air. First of all, strong as well. Now, João Pedro is very good in the air, but can get not as strong. He's a bit more lightweight. Yeah, he can get pushed off the ball easier. Danny Welbeck, you can't move him. He's quite big now. He's got a lot of meat. Let's just say that, and he's tall. He's physical. Uh, yeah, look, he's going to be used exactly that to play off him. Like they had Patrick Schick at Leverkusen, Alonso. He plays. They like to play in the balls into him, a bit like Lukaku in a way. Play the ball to him, and runners, the 210s run off him, or the wing backs overload, and he can get the ball out wide. And once that happens, he quickly then makes a run into the box, where, like I said, there'll be a couple of areas usually that they have set plays from training where they'll cross the ball, and he's expected to arrive there. So yeah, look, I think Alonso has got that. I've seen him do it with Schick the same, and I think he's going to do that with Welbeck. And I thought we're missing that type of striker. We don't have that type of striker. Yeah, Delap kind of is, but then Delap is more transitional. He's not a box striker. He's a plays in transition really well, and that's what he did at Ipswich. He hasn't really quite mastered yet the art of as a box striker. He's still quite erratic, where Welbeck is not erratic at all. He's calculated. Like I said, the IQ is very high. He gets in the positions that gives you the highest percentage chance to obviously to reach the ball and touch the ball and score. So yeah, he's going to be working very closely with Alonso for late game situations when we're losing, etc. Because or we're drawing and we need to win. So
Hmm.
yeah, especially against low blocks. Yeah, I think he'll be very, very good. So um, yeah, look, his arrival will probably mean we said that Jackson. I think Jackson's gone. In my opinion, I don't think he stays. I think the lap could have a problem as well. If we get I wouldn't be surprised now that he was the only other one that I said the lap probably will stay because of that reason. Because he's the closest we have box striker maybe that's similar, but no, I think he's gone as well now because of this signing. I don't think Delap will be here. I think he'll be a mega. Omega the one staying, and the other two will go. Jackson and the lap
Yeah, and we
and
did
Guy will
see
all be gone.
just a report that says that Chelsea are currently not looking to sell Omega. I think it does make sense anyway.
Well,
Vic,
he's
I
he's
don't
new.
speak.
Yeah, he's the
Mhm.
one that the lap we've already seen. Even though he had a bit of an injury, but he did get a really good run of games at the end of the season, and he didn't take his chances at all. So, yeah, I don't see him staying. I think they'll loan him out or sell him, in my opinion. Depends
All right.
what offer we get. But I see Omega as the one staying now because of Welbeck.
All right, Vicky, I don't speak French. I'm not gonna try to read it. But my bro, once again, thank you for the gift. I appreciate you for the gift you sent. The bribe, I
Marshmallow
call it.
Man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's his new nickname. I'm gonna call him the Marshmallow Man from now
Yeah.
on.
Well, much love to you, Vic. Let's see, Xavi. I'm not sure. Well, I've asked you what you mean by that. You can't just say that and leave it at that. It's
Just be careful, coach. Make sure they're not happy marshmallows because those have
y-
very interesting
yeah.
side effect.
Yeah. All right. Chelsea's doing well. I think we've addressed that one too. We've addressed Henderson. Henderson should never start a Premier League game and never play more than 20 minutes in a Premier League game. You're gonna get the surprise of your life. AMC, but thank you for joining. Let's see, Dante. I don't know why you dot. Okay, we've addressed that too. Which one have we not addressed? Okay, saying something. Thank you, RH. I appreciate you for also the gift. Thank you for sending the gift. Up the Chelsea, yes, up the Chelsea indeed. World champions, and we
What's
did
all
that
these
for
gifts you're
three
getting,
more
coach?
years plus. Go ahead,
All these
Dante.
gifts. What's happening? Everyone's sending you gifts. What's going on?
Yeah, the Vatican, those viewing it in the Vatican format. I think is it in the Vatican format only? I honestly don't know which one works, but yeah, I appreciate it. Some people showing a lot of love there. Sincerely do appreciate it, honestly. All right, let's see. Clutch, thank you for that. And my New York bro, Keishon, I'm gonna block you. Keishon, how are you doing? How's the wrestling channel doing? You haven't streamed in a while. I hope you're doing well, but always nice to see you, my bro. Appreciate you finding time to join the conversation. Going to Miss Jackson, his runs are top level overall. The only thing he didn't do that last season for us, that is, if he ends up not staying, that'd be his last season, is was to put the chances that come his way, to put them away consistently. I've seen him score the most difficult goals, seen him miss the easiest of goals. But honestly, I think, and on that thing he didn't do at the time, he hardly ever shoots instinctively. He almost gets a first touch first before trying to finish, which on occasions led to the opposition players closing him up or maybe taking the ball away from him. I don't know whether because maybe he's improved since after that loan at Bayern. I don't know, but I
No,
knew
no. He
he
did the
wasn't
same at
Bayern.
Bayern, coach.
I
He
knew
did the
Bayern
same at
was never
Bayern.
going to sign him on a permanent. If you remember, I said he was just a placeholder signing for them. You were saying something, Dante.
No, he did the same at Bayern and for Senegal. And that's why they didn't really sign it. They weren't convinced. But he
They were
missed.
never going to sign him, even if he scored a lot. So you could say 1.5. You could say 50% more of the goals he scored. Honestly, I don't think they were gonna. I never thought they were gonna sign him on the permanent. But that's my
He had to
opinion
do
anyway.
really well. He had to do really well, and he did good, but he didn't do well enough. Obviously, so
And they start saying some nonsense that they want to keep him, but the asking price a problem. But yeah, that's by the way. And Keishon is saying, I am glad the owners have finally realized you need experience to balance an influx of young players. I guess that's what you want to say. Exactly, he's very similar to Werner. Works hard but misses easy chances. Here's the thing: the only thing he has in common with Werner missing the easiest of chances, I think he's actually more equipped than Werner. He's more equipped than Werner. Werner is limited. Timo Werner isn't good at beating his man. Every now and then he's able to pull off one good 2-3 dribbles per game, but most cases he doesn't. Timo
Yeah,
Werner
he's
is
just out
just
wide.
has the
Yeah,
same thing. He has the same thing as he had. That's yeah. You could say a more similar player to Timo Werner would be Alejandro Garnacho. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Sideline winger. Yeah,
they are very,
touchline winger.
very effective when there are spaces in behind the opposition backline for them to exploit. If you can find them in a space, they escape everybody and do something good with the ball. Go ahead, Dante. You were saying something.
Yeah, touchline winger is basically
Yeah,
touchline wingers. Yes, these are guys that are quick out wide, but yeah, you're not going to put them centrally to drop too much, and dribble past players. Like Jackson
yeah,
can
not
do that.
something they're able to do consistently.
No, no. So yeah, they're just speed. You can call them speed merchants if you want, because they are very quick. But you have to play the right system the right way for that to be effective. Yeah.
Yep, and Kishan is telling us that Timo Werner is still missing chances MLS. He carried over that trait of his.
He never goes away.
Unfortunately, he's a limited player. I'm not sure how he was able, but when we signed him, I knew that was the case. He needs tons of spaces to be effective. Without spaces, he's not able to beat his man consistently. But if you find him in the box, he's able to shoot instinctively in most
Yeah.
cases.
Look, he did
But
his
that's by the way,
job.
Dante, you're done talking about. Are you done talking about Daniel Welbeck while we signed him?
Yeah, yeah, I'm done. Like I said, he's become a specialist now. So uh, yeah, he'll be. I think Alonso will use him quite a bit off the bench, and don't be surprised starting some games as well. But he's mostly like a specialist. To come on if we need him, if we're struggling to score. Um, Obviously Omega or Pedro are struggling or they're not available. Yeah, he'll come on and change the dynamics a little bit. It allows Alonso to play a little bit differently. You got a bigger guy that you can pass the ball to his feet to hold the ball up and then get spread it out wide, or the tends to run through him as well. So yeah, it just gives another dynamic, another angle, which he used to very, very good uh, at Leverkusen. He used that quite a lot, actually. He actually used him as the starting striker at Leverkusen, which was Patrick Schick, exactly the same type of guy that scores basically nearly all his goals by headers. So that's kind of Welbeck moment where he is. He's that type of box striker now.
Yeah, but he's good on the ball, really, and I like his overall ability. Did you see what's his name? Former Manchester United centre back urging him to reject Chelsea and go back to United. Ferdinand,
No, who? Which
Rio. Rio,
Ferdinand?
he did that on X actually. So Chelsea Football Club have officially has announced the signing of Maxence Lacroix, the French international centre back. Breaking news: Chelsea have announced the signing of France international Maxence Lacroix from Crystal Palace, and he's had a lot to say because they've interviewed him already. And the interesting thing is that a lot of Chelsea fans were concerned because they weren't too sure what was going on, and they pestered the transfer guru himself, Fabrizio Romano, that he had to make a video to tell them not to panic, that they're just exchanging documents and still signing documents. I think the problem is that people think there are just a few papers to sign. I think you have to have your lawyers go through the copy that you have to make sure there aren't misrepresentation of what was discussed, or maybe somebody trying to trick you into signing something that will, be an issue for you in the end. It's not that simple. Lawyers are involved and a lot to go through. But go ahead. I don't know if you have anything to add to Chelsea fans panicking, thinking maybe something had gone wrong. And given our shaky, not so, you could say, not so great relationship with Crystal Palace. In my opinion,
Yeah,
I get it. We've sent players on loan there, not once, not twice. But then what they did when we triggered Michael Olise's release clause, how far they went, for me, I wouldn't say we have a great relationship with them. But let's hear you.
Yeah, let's not forget the player was on holiday as well. France, got pretty far in the World Cup, so he was
That's
on holiday.
important too. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not the players that, like I said another couple a few when did I say that? A couple of months ago, when they get holidays, they go on holidays. Most of them, they don't want to hear nothing about football. They want that 7 days, 14 days, just no football at all, no football talk, no agents, no one. They just want to go and yeah, obviously it is a big contract. So yeah, like you said, agents, lawyers, all the HR. There's so much stuff, clauses. There's a lot of stuff to cover. So yeah, look, World Cup year, it's always going to take a little bit longer with the players that were away. So yeah, he just got back as well, so from holiday, because France obviously went far. So yeah, look, no big deal. We saw that he did the medical and everything. Of course, he was always they're gonna announce it. So it's good. Nothing. I wasn't worried at all. I'm not sure why people were so worried, to be honest.
Yeah, people wanted the deal across the line. So what else we have? Werner, yeah, we read that. And this is Hector Mott 7338. Chelsea should sign Antonio Nusa. Hmm. Okay, so as I've said, Lacroix, he's had a lot to say. So we're going to read some of those things he said. I think all of them, because it's not too many of them. And then go New London, and after that, we can call it a day. As I told you guys at the start of the show, that it was going to be a very, very short one. You can say, yeah, not a lot to talk about out there. And if there's any need to do a show in the evening, I can guarantee you would do it. So we've read the announcement, and his first comment, Maxence Lacroix, says he is really happy to be part of this beautiful club. Everyone knows the legend of Chelsea. It's a tradition of winning, and to be a part of that is a proud moment. He's happy, and even before we advanced in negotiation to sign him, we heard that he wanted the deal. He wanted to come to us, and that makes me happy. And you've talked about how he watched Chelsea growing up, and the number his jersey kit number for the national team and all that. Maxence Lacroix says he spoke with the manager. He says, I saw that we have the same direction and desire for this club. We want to win. When you see the quality of the players here, everything we have around the club, it's something that we can achieve. The ambition is to lift trophies, and I cannot wait to continue, to contribute, so to speak. And here, we've addressed that one too. Maxence Lacroix says, I spoke with the manager on the phone. We spoke about tactics. We spoke about how he sees the game. First of all, I was happy just to speak about football with him, and I saw that we have the same direction and desire for this club. If you understand football that much, when you have a conversation with someone that likes football and understands football, it clicks and it be
Yeah.
enjoyable, you know. But yeah, so go ahead if you wanted to add to that. I'm gonna
Yeah,
progress with
it's
reading with other stuff he said during the interview. Go ahead.
Yeah, other managers or other coaches and that, they'll call up to try to convince the player, but they're not really talk about tactic as much. It's more
Hmm. Hmm.
we want you, yes, you're gonna play, we want you, yes, you're a starter. But when you get into the nitty-gritty, the tactics, and really, home.
Explaining the role you have in mind for the player and how he fits into it and why it work out, right?
Yes, exactly. Because I think a lot of the managers, coaches these days kind of moved away from that type of, talking about that. It's more about, you know, uh, superficial things more than things like that. So that's good to see that these players that we're signing, he talks to them about that, because that's the type of players you want. You want players that will understand, really well and appreciate that. So that's really good to see. Yeah.
Right, thank you so much for that. Maxence Lacroix on Chelsea move. He says, I think it's the best move for me because it is the best club in the world. Did you
World
hear that?
champions.
Arsenal fans are going to be losing it. I made a post where I think when I said, I think it was Morgan Rogers, welcome to the biggest club in London. I'd say nearly 50% of the comment there are from Arsenal fans trying
Yeah,
to tell me why we aren't Chelsea aren't the biggest club in London, yada yada yada. And that actually I enjoy reading it. Some of them I just say you're coping really well, and then
I
they
don't
will
get why it
and
shouldn't
then they
even
will
be a
lose their shit. Go ahead, that thing.
it shouldn't be even a conversation, to be honest. Till you win some European trophies,
It's
maybe
common
you can start.
sense.
You can start by saying
Yeah,
something, but for now, there's absolutely zero you can Arsenal fans to say.
yeah.
To be honest,
And I'm
there's
not
nothing
sure
you
what
can.
gives them that guts. They think having a bigger stadium makes you a bigger, you could say, makes you a bigger club. And they think the number of trophy you win, one wins
Conference.
makes that
Sorry, the
one
Shield,
club wins makes that club a bigger club. No, it's not
Community
about
Shields,
the
coach,
quantity;
not
it's about the
trophies.
quality.
The Community Shields, they're not even trophies.
Yeah,
26 of them. Or
exactly.
what? Yeah.
So they're losing it every time I tell someone, welcome to the biggest club in London. So Maxine says, I spoke with Malo, I spoke with Trevoh Chalobah, I spoke with Benoît Badiashile. It's easy for people to speak well about this club because it has a lot of big history, and I am really proud to be part of it. These are players we're selling, and these are players I already know that they live in Chelsea Football Club, and they speak well about the club. That's
And that's why I
to
said,
show you
you know,
that, yeah, a lot of us from the outside, you can say some fans, when they're not happy, say a lot of nonsense from the outside. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, and that's why I said, Lacroix is a little bit different because he knows, Bobby talks about this, like he said about Henderson, that he's Liverpool. Well, Lacroix knows Chelsea because like I said, he grew up watching Chelsea. John Terry's his favorite defender. So he's, extra motivated and extra, involved. He's going to put, every 110% every game for that bat because
Hmm.
for him, he knows what it's, he knows the history. So, you can't, if there's a player like that out there, you go get him every single time because those players, are going to give it all and they know what it means to be Chelsea. They'll know what it means to play Tottenham. They'll know what it means to play Barcelona. They know the history. So, yes, those players can really rub off on the younger players, and I think I saw you posting, yeah, I did before I came on about Lacroix, how he's a hype guy as well. He's a hype
Hmm.
man, so
Hmm.
he
Hypes
likes
the
to hype.
fans, his teammates,
Yep,
ginger, as Nigerians will call it.
yep. So he's got that energy as well. So yeah, look, couldn't ask for a better signing. Let's just hope he, no nothing happens as in injuries or anything, because yeah, he'll be very important going forward.
Yeah, he will be. So he says, I spoke with Marlo, and I think we've read through that particular, yeah, comment of his. And another one here, let's see what he has to say. Maxence Lacroix, of course, we want the best players in our team, of course, but I think when I saw the players like Reese, like Morgan, I am just really happy to be also in a way in their story. I am really proud, really happy to be part of this beautiful project, and I just want to start playing. Cannot wait to get started. All right, let's see. Maxence Lacroix once again says, I am really excited to see these guys, to see the manager to start the season because I feel like we have a story to write here and I can be part of it. It's so beautiful. He is happy.
Like I
Welcome
said,
to
yeah,
Chelsea, Maxence Lacroix. Go ahead.
being a Chelsea fan, really, like you can see it on his face there, his expressions, how happy he is. It's like genuine happiness for himself, for his family. Like yeah, he's like a dream come true. Like I said a couple of years ago, I did that interview. He said it'll be a dream come true if he does, and it's happened. So you can imagine how happy he is because of that.
Mhm. All right, Maxis Lacroix also says he loves to defend. I love this leadership role because I think it's really important for the team and for a defender to be a leader. We are in the back and we can see
Yep.
everything on the pitch. So his leadership is about, yeah, let's say his on the pitch leadership is about what he sees during the course of the game, reacts to it in real time, and I like that.
We
And
need that.
thank
We're
you
missing that
there, Jeremy
talking
Momo, for
guy.
saying congratulations there. And we should have signed Alabegovic. but not guarantee of playing that. Yeah, as I said before, if I were the kid, I'd do the same. Maxine Sia says, I think the desire of the Gaffer is to build a team, but also a big family and a big group, which we need to win games and trophies. The plan is in motion to conquer England. And we're there. All right. I don't want to read Paul Merson's anything he's saying. If I don't see anything from Lacroix, I'm just going to move on. Giovanni Quenda is planning to meet at Chelsea in Hong Kong. He's keen to kickstart preseason already. A good player. That kid is really, really good. One thing, something else I wanted us to talk about Dante. I think there's a clear pattern there. We're signing mainly players that have won something somewhere.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, and leadership as well. Character, having the right character, the work ethic, the leadership. Yes, definitely. I mean, we missed a bit of that, and we can't. Everybody loves Reece. I think everybody loves Reece James, but Reece James is not that type of, especially on the pitch. He's not a vocal captain. He's not a guy that
I
really
mean,
you
he's
see.
capable of leading by example, but I'd rather a vocal captain on and off the pitch. But I can
Yeah.
understand why he's the captain. But go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, Henderson is completely the opposite of Rich James. He talks all the time and is always giving out instructions. Lacroix is the same. You saw it there in what he said in the interview. Like I said, that CCB guy, you're not good at. If you're not a leader, you cannot play that position basically because you need that leadership and you need to talk and you need to organize everything and basically like you said, he sees everything from the back. He's the last guy, so yeah, that's very important. So even Welbeck, he's been around for a while. He's a leader. He's a veteran. He's been seen it all. So yeah, and he's gonna give it all, everything. Well, with Welbeck, he's been around, but he'll still love this opportunity. This will make him even more hungry because he knows there's probably a really good chance he might win a trophy with Chelsea end of this season. And for a player at his age, where he is in his career,
I mean, it'd be important to mention to win more trophies.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, the
So
kind of story, nothing new. If you're in the chat, if you have any questions, put it there and we will try to address it. Benchwell responding, he's everywhere, responding to Lacroix after he posted his picture, introduction picture. Did they play together at Crystal Palace? Benchwell was on loan at Crystal Palace, was he? Or am I mixing things
yeah,
up?
yeah, yeah, he was, yeah. Maybe. Oh, I'm not sure. It was around that time when he joined. I'm not sure yet.
Let me check quickly. I think was he at Crystal Palace that he came back from before going to Strasbourg, but didn't play much. I'm quite sure it wasn't West Ham United. No, it wasn't. But yeah, if you have any questions and you're in the live chat, drop it there. We'll try to answer it. Otherwise, I think we'll be calling it a day in a few minutes. Let me see. Benchwell loan. Did he join Strasbourg on a permanent?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think he was on loan at Crystal Palace.
yeah. He
Yeah,
was on loan Palace,
because I
then he came
wasn't too
back,
sure,
and
but
then he
yeah.
went. Yeah.
All right, more likes, people, more likes. If you have any questions, let's hear you. They played together at Palace. Okay, that now his comment on the his post on Instagram now makes sense. Because this is Maxence Lacroix, Maxence Lacroix. He shared that photo of him, one of the announcement photo of his on Instagram, and Chalobah commented with my soldier, Benchwell, my boy, good luck. And then Mark Gray, these are the guys, yeah, so he's played with all of them basically. But Gray, Jesus Christ, I don't know why I remember that. I hated it, the fact that he celebrated when he scored against us for Manchester City. So for me, that's an opinion anyway, some bitterness on his part. All right. This Vince, doesn't have this particular news that I'm looking at. It said Badiashile and the CC have been put up for sale. Chalobah is another one on the way out with Como King, while Sa has been earmarked to join an English club on loan. There's now a strong possibility Fofana will drop down the pecking order along with Tosin. So it looks like Tosin wants to stay,
Well,
and
yeah,
he's going to stay.
we kind of saw that Alonso said that he's part of the plans. So he, I mean, me and you kind of knew that that was probably going to be the case. A lot of people want him gone, obviously, but you need that type of player, in the dressing room sometimes. Now we've got a couple more with Welbeck and Henderson, Lacroix, but especially those other two older guys. But he's still important. He's still a very, very good box defender, Tosin. So you need him for certain games. It's only when Maresca decided to basically put him to play when we were playing Highlines just before Maresca left. For I have no idea why. We kind of know why now. Maybe he wanted to get out. He didn't really care so much. So, but yeah, Tosin's valuable in the dressing room and can really do really well in a box defending. He's up there, like I said, in the 90%. There's only two players that do that, and that's him and Van Dijk have that percentage defending in the box aerially. So, yeah, look, he can play, and Alonso likes that type of guy in his team. He used that Jonathan Tah, if you remember the big guy, the German. He used him a lot at Leverkusen doing that role. So he doesn't mind that type of player, a big guy that can pass the ball well and defend the box really well and be dangerous on set pieces going forward as well, not just defending. So yeah, I think he stays. I think he doesn't mind staying as a squad player, and that's important as well.
Knowing fully well that chances are he gets to play a lot, you never know. And Amo Olawale says Henderson may not be the captain, but he will bring the leadership vibe to the team. I agree with you. Again, you never know. Maybe Reece James might be the sort of person that will relinquish that role to him, but I doubt. Let's see. They played together at Crystal Palace. Thank you for that. And Hadukan says, listen, coach, I will come to the Emirates now with Danny Welbeck. Dominic, okay, down to Anfield. Yeah, we're coming. It's going to be war. But thank you for joining the conversation, bro. I appreciate you. Let's see, Brian hosting. Brian says, here we go soon. Jordan Henderson terminates his contract with Brentford soon. I think the deal is done already. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm confident we're gonna get it across the line because no need to say that I'm certain when we don't have what's it called, an official announcement yet. So Maxis Lacroix to Chelsea fans, they have to know that I will give everything for the badge. I will give everything for the club. Good to hear. Now we have a leadership player in Lacroix, Henderson, Enzo Fernandez, Daniel Welbeck, plenty of them. And the players we have already, they're maturing. Yeah.
I think Robert Sanchez, people are asleep. He's actually become very important from what I've seen last season. So Sanchez, even Levi Colwell, to be honest, he's starting to be very, that type of vocal guy as well. So we've got a few now.
We got a few of them. Yeah, I agree with you. So if you're in the chat, if you have any questions, drop it there. We'll try to address it. Otherwise, we'll be rounding up. So I'm just waiting for a few minutes, just waiting. Let's see how the views at the back end ends. What else do we have lined up there? Let me see. I'm still searching to find a reason to stay until the views reach a certain number in the back end that I can see. Maxons Lacroix. Maxons. That's correct pronunciation. I think if Wesley Fofana doesn't play that much, he's going to start pushing to leave.
Yeah, probably. Look, and that right centre back is up for grabs. That right centre back basically position. So you probably have Colwell left centre back, maybe with Hato, interchanging whenever. But I think he'll be the starting left centre back. Colwell. You'll have Lacroix, the CCB, in the middle of those, and the right could be Reece James, could be Fofana, one of those two for now. So unless we sign someone, another CB, it will be interesting to
Of which
see.
you've already said it looks like, I don't know, I wouldn't say you said definitely, but you did say something that suggests you believe we'll sign another CB.
Yeah, well, we went for John Stones, didn't we? We went pretty after him, pretty good, but he chose. So that tells
Oh yeah,
me,
so now it makes sense. And that
yeah,
was
that tells
plus
me,
Lacroix.
yeah. So he was already done lacrosse. So that tells me we're looking for another centre back. And Stones, where does he play? He plays that right CB for quite a lot, and CCB as well, but right CB as well. So yeah, look, I think we're looking for that right-sided centre back, ball playing centre back. Now, do
Mm.
we might have that at Chelsea? Anselmino can do that very well. He'll, Sarr can do that very well. It just depends, Alonso, what he sees in preseason. Now, we might not buy anyone, but wait and see. We've got a couple of options there. Like I said, Fofana's there, so you got Fofana and Reece James. If Reece James is gonna play, is he gonna play there or is he gonna play midfield or wing back? I don't see him playing wing back, to be honest.
It actually looks like Anselmino is gonna stay.
It's looking like he's the one, and Sar's gonna go on loan, and looks like Anselmino will stay. I think also because injury close to home, but he probably wouldn't mind staying and take his chance because he's already been out on loan, obviously. So, uh, he might get a chance to stay and prove himself. And if he doesn't get any games or nothing happens to our central defenders, he might leave in January. But he could actually could looks like the one that he's staying is going to be probably him out of the ones on the periphery.
Yeah, quickly, something interesting I understand I wanted to read. He says Stones wanted to play in this area. I cannot blame him. He can only play a CCB or RCB in the
Yeah.
back three. I think probably they offer him a lengthier contract than we did. Big up to you too, Livo, Republic of South Africa coach. We must sell the lap and keep Daston Satpav striker. That kid might actually stay, Dante.
Mm, no, depends. I don't see it. I don't think so, to be honest. We've got too many options. It'll be silly to probably keep him. You're basically. Do you choose Gittins or would you choose the kid?
And we need to, if he's gonna go out on loan, we need to find him a club where he gets to play. He's guaranteed to play.
Yeah, we will. The thing is, he's not even he's not. He's only 17, so he's not even professional yet in England. That is, he has to
He'll
sign his
be
contract when he
18
turns 18.
in August.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll see what it does. I just don't see him staying, to be honest. That's a He's played a lot, obviously, in Kazakhstan. He's played a lot. He's the star player
He's
basically for
played
their
in
team, and he's so
Champions League,
young.
World Cup qualifier.
Yeah, so he needs to. Looks like the type that needs to play a lot. So I don't see
He
that
needs
happening
to
at
play,
Chelsea.
yeah.
Where is he going to play? He's not going to play wing back for us, that's for sure. Is he going to play striker? No, not striker because he's quite short. He's not really a striker, is he? Because he's very short. So he's strong, but he's very short. He's 5'9" or whatever he is. So um, where is he going to play? At 10? I don't see him playing in a 10. That's not his type of role. He's not a 10 either. So yeah, I think he needs to go and develop more. And like you said, somewhere maybe I wouldn't mind honestly championship. Why? Because that'll really toughen him up, and you're playing against the English style of football, and I think that could really be really good for him going forward after that. If you can do it in the championship, how many games they play in the championship as well. If you can do it there, you can do it pretty good you'll do really well in the Premier League.
Yeah, let's see. Big up to you too. Let's see. I was going to ask you quickly, but let me read this first. So Dante, he's a striker. I think Dante knows he's a striker. He's the next thing to Aguero. I think people are liking him
Thanks, Vic.
likening
I had
him
no idea
to
he was a striker. I had no
Aguero.
idea.
I think it's his build, not Aguero build.
It's only
Bulky,
because he's built. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, bulky body structure. But yeah, I'm not gonna get. So
Why are
this
you
is
putting so much
serious,
pressure
really,
on a young
Dante.
kid, Vic?
Yeah, go
Don't
ahead.
put so much pressure on him.
I think the kid, he's an excellent player. But I think we'll be better off sending him out on sending him on loan. I think Championship would do him good. There will be clubs that will be eager to have him
And
because he's going to
you
do
know
well.
why I
Then
say that?
toughen him up, like you said.
Yeah, you saw how good he's on the transition. He's a very much transitional player as well. He likes to play with space as well. So a lot of clubs play that way. So you know, it'll be interesting to see somewhere like that, or even like a Portugal or Spain, where it's a bit more technical. That he can learn a bit more, a bit to be more technical, more dribbling skills, etc. That would probably suit him as well, and he's got the speed and strength, so he'll do well there. But anyway, we'll see. I just don't see him staying with the team. There's no point a guy like
It
that
just wouldn't
staying.
make sense in my opinion. But let's see
Yeah.
what happens. Um, Dante, let's talk about Anselmino before I do. Aguero was short. Let's give the kid a chance. We sold Lewis Hall. Now we want him back. We're not selling this kid. Chelsea are not going to sell Daston because they know how good it is. You could argue that. I wouldn't argue against that. Dante Anselmino looks like he's going to stay.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, not certain, but
That
uh,
could change, right?
it could change. Like I said, there's a month to go. That's a long time in football, a month. So, uh, with so many players around as well, injuries can happen in that time, especially usually that, the last 2 weeks of the preseason. That's probably when most injuries happen because players are coming back, and that's when they start pushing a bit harder to get into shape, and the physical condition needs to get up to speed. And players push a bit harder, and they get little niggles here and there. So you never know. It looks like he's going to stay, but things can change very quickly in a month's time.
All right, I need you to answer this, then we can read what we have on what I told you we have on the screen. Vic is saying that why would you say 5'9" is short for a striker? I need an explanation. Gabriel Jesus is 5'9". I'm so confused. I think it's a matter of preference, really. Is Timo Werner? Timo Werner was a striker, and wasn't a winger, and we
No, but
signed
he's
him as a
taller.
striker.
Werner's taller. Yeah. No, but he's basically a winger. Werner. He's not really a striker, is he? Because he's a winger. He runs out
No,
wide.
I mean, I'd say I'd go with he's better deployed as a winger. At Leipzig, what did he play for them? He was their number 9, wasn't he? Or a second
No,
striker?
no, he wasn't. He was second striker. He
All
was
right, go
behind
ahead.
Paulson. So you remember Paulson, the big guy, 6'4".
Yeah, I remember. He played off of
Yeah,
him.
yeah. So he played off him, so he can go left, right, into space, basically. Yeah. So, um, yeah, he played. Didn't play that much striker, to be honest. Yeah, but it is quite short. It is quite short for a striker in the Premier League. It is short to be 5'9". Who's the last 5'9" you can think of that? You said Aguero. Now that's some big lofty standards. You got to be Aguero's level to succeed 5'9" as a striker. Just think about it. It's not easy for a young kid. You're saying he's Aguero. I haven't seen proof of it yet, but that's lofty expectations. You got to be that good basically at that height to be, and the system's got to fit you right as well, the way you play. So that's I'll just say that it's a very tall order for him to be a striker in the Premier League at 5'9". It's not an easy thing. You got to be absolutely sensational, generational almost.
Mm. All right, let's read what UEFA are saying to FIFA. I think we're going to round up with that one. UEFA and its 55 nations have released a statement saying they will not participate in FIFA competition in response to the proposal to sell a stake in the World Cup to private investors. And this is deep. If you hear more about this, you're going to throw up. Really. I don't want to start mentioning names. You should watch more of Dustin Satpaiva. I don't think you know him. Listen, I wouldn't want us to waste his time I know he's such a talent, but if it's not, we don't have too many games. If we have Emera and the others, but let's see. We might get the
I've
shock of our lives. But let
Yeah.
me
Let me
read
let me
this
answer that.
through. Go ahead, Dante.
Let me answer Vic there. We don't know, haven't. So I followed the guy that's on my X. You can go have a look. The guy that's the scout for Dustin Sabtev. So when he came out, I got a message and I went straight to him and I looked it up. I followed him and he followed me back. And yeah, that's the scout that for what's his name, scout in Eurasia. It's for the Kazakhstan team there, basically for all the best young talent. So I follow him. So I started looking at from very the start. Basically, from day one, I started looking at Saptayev. So yes, I think I know him pretty well, Vic. Yeah,
I
he's
mean, yeah,
very
I
good,
mean, it'd be
very
accurate to
talented.
say it's a matter of opinion, really, and
Yeah, he's
preference.
very
Yeah.
talented. He's very good. But what you're saying there, comparing him to, legends of the game now at 17 years of age, well, it's not really the same, is it? So you can't put that lofty expectation of him.
All right.
You really think a manager's going to put him to play for Chelsea at that age, start over João Pedro, or are they, no chance?
All right. You should watch more of this. I think I've read that one. And just said, I heard someone say Reggie Watson reminds him of young Rodri, and I can absolutely see that.
What?
What a talent! I think he's a talent. I wouldn't compare him to Rodri. I need to see more. I still
Rodri,
don't. Yeah, I need to
jeez.
watch him more. I wouldn't just go with the one-off thing, but yeah, the fact that he played 90 minutes, a good sign for him.
First
I
of all,
just told
Rodri
you
is
guys.
very tall.
Sorry.
Rodri is like 6'3" or six. He's
Yeah.
very tall, Rodri.
I just told you Gabriel Jesus is 5'9", even Lautaro Martinez. He says, my point is, okay, 5'9", okay, it's not short to you, but definitely not short. Okay. All right, let's see what UEFA are telling FIFA. UEFA and its 55 member associations stand as one. We unanimously and unequivocally reject FIFA's proposal to transfer ownership interest in the World Cup and other FIFA competition to private investors. The World Cup cannot be treated as an investment product. It is one of football's greatest sporting legacies. It has been built over generations by players, national teams, and supporters across every continent. No part of it should ever be surrendered to private investors. The World Cup is not for sale. Okay, we keep going there. It says it is both irresponsible and indefensible that a proposal of such a significance of football was conceived in secret and brought to the brink of approval without any meaningful consultation with those entrusted with stewarding the game. This is not merely a profound failure of leadership, but an abdication of FIFA's duty as the custodian of world football. National associations around the world are now presented with an ultimatum. Accept ultimatum. How can I don't one of the words that I can pronounce correctly. Ultimatum, okay, ultimatum. Accept the irreversible capture of football's greatest competition, or bear the consequences. This is not a democratic decision, but governance by intimidation, an act of coercion, unworthy of an institution entrusted with the stewardship of the global game. But our opposition goes far beyond process. This is serious, really.
It's serious, but what stuff was saying there, and what's made the game great, the players. No, it's the money. It's the money that makes the World Cup. To be honest, number one, as you know, it's a business first of all, so it's money that makes it, that successful as well. So if they don't have the money, you won't be good. So if they need money, well, you need money. That's one way of doing it. It's not gonna put down the World Cup in any way. It's probably going to make it even bigger, to be honest, if there's others involved. So I don't really care too much, to be honest. But it'll work out in the event. The World Cup's always going to keep going. It's not going to be. There's too much money involved for it not to keep going.
I don't want them to. Dante, you need to go research that story. There's a lot to it, and you're not gonna
That's
like
why
it.
I
But
don't want to. I don't
yeah,
care.
when you understand it well, you're gonna throw up.
I don't really care, coach. It's nothing's
Yeah,
going to
no,
change.
I don't want it to happen really. No. But Infantino also, uh, I think I've seen enough not to trust him. I thought Plata was corrupt.
They're all corrupt. It's
They are,
been
but it
corrupt from
looks
day
like he's
one.
worse. I think he's more of a dictator actually in this case. He's worse
They're
in that
all
manner.
power hungry. They're all addicted. They all like it. But their term will come, and it'll be a new one eventually. So it's been happening since the start. But what's made it successful and big is the money and the investment into
I
it. To be honest,
understand that part. Yeah, because your nations, they have to, you can say, there's travel involved, hotels, they're going to stay in a hotel room. You have to pay players, allowances, and all that. But I'm just saying, this is a
registration
risk.
fees,
The
etc., insurance.
competition makes enough money. I don't think it makes sense to privatize any percentage of it. It's a huge risk. I think doing that, in my opinion, leaves room for the corruption to get worse. They're not sent already. If you
Has
privatize FIFA, the corruption gets worse. And that's
has
my
has,
opinion.
has FIFA always been corrupt?
I agree, but would you want it to get worse? With time, the world is trying to find a way to make sure it isn't. So if you privatize it, it gets worse.
You think it gets worse?
Yeah, that's the point.
What if it gets
That's my
better?
opinion.
But what if it gets better though?
I don't think it will. If you privatize it, it's not a global thing. Then how are you going to police it? It's
They can't
somebody's.
police it
Yeah,
now
let's say
anyway.
an individual buys a 25% stake of it. He does whatever he wants with it. I get it. It will still be football. There will still be host nations, but there are all the things behind the scenes that he's going to be doing. Maybe even take some money from certain countries somehow.
No, no,
And
no,
you just say, what are you saying? Now they actually,
no.
so they do it now, let alone when an individual owns like 50% or 25% of it. It's a possibility. I'm just saying, maybe it's not possible. I'm just saying, definitely, when you privatize it, you are making it easy. Because I'd say the corruption will get worse, and that's my opinion. You have every
Yeah,
right to
yeah, I
disagree,
understand that, but
and you
it
and
depends
I
who's the buyer.
agree with you. Money has always been the reason why. You can say it has grown to the measure that it has grown because yeah, they're able to sponsor or participate in countries and everything, give them
Yeah,
money to pay players out, and I get it, money part of it mainly, but yeah, I don't think it's a good idea really. And the fact let's talk about this, the aspects where UEFA is saying they conceived the idea and only let federations around the world know when they were at the point of actually implementing it.
yeah, that's for a reason, obviously. Yes.
But you know what? There's other aspect of it that I want you to go see that you don't
I
know,
don't
and I
need to
don't
know
want to
the
talk
other
about it here
aspect.
because probably it would drag us into politics.
Exactly, it's too
And
much.
I'm
I don't
quite sure
really.
if you know
Yeah.
that aspect, believe me, you won't. You will say, no, don't do it.
One thing I will know, it'll still be money involved, a lot of money. There'll still be corruption. It's not going to change much either, probably either way. Depends who that buyer is. If it's, someone that loves football, like,
No, well,
say,
no. In this case, no, they don't. Except if they do, and I don't know. I just need you to go research it, and we'll have a conversation of of the panel later.
I don't need more headaches. I'm good, coach. Don't worry.
Yeah. So. All right, Stones wanted that. I think we've addressed all that. Where are we? I'm tired. I need to go do
Yep, go
something.
to sleep.
You should watch more. Not even sleep. The cleaners are coming, but there are things I need to move from the office. Heard someone say, yeah, we've talked about that one. This fight against a fight against Dante. I'm not coming him. I'm not calling him Aguero. I'm simply saying he has the potential to be an Aguero. Hi to you too. I've shared it in the chat. Check it. For Chelsea perspective, it's just Chelsea Prospect. Chelsea Prospect. Yep. On X, you'll find it. For Dante,
On the screen, isn't it?
CFC underscore Dante 28. It was on the screen, but I've also sent it in the chat so you can see it. Okay. Or if you find me first, then I'll give you Dante's. Yeah, I've shared that in the chat. You'll see it there. All right, what else do we have? Jesus is 5'9". Emmanuel Dennis, okay,
Who's that? Don't even, who's
five
Dennis?
nine, as well too.
Who's Emmanuel
Um,
Dennis? I don't even know that player.
how can I think I've heard that name before that.
I
I
have no idea who that is, to
think
be honest.
Nigerian. I'm not sure. Good evening to you too. Let's support our coach so as to get good results. I think we're doing that this month. Thank you for joining. Lateness is greatness, but we're rounding up soon. I'm tired, really. I have to be honest. There you go. The hand is there on the screen. If you're still there, you that one. And if you follow me, I'll follow you back. Yep. See both there. I hope I did not misspell your handle.
That's good.
All right. Do you see Mike Penders being our number one goalkeeper 27-28? Do you think this is Robert Sanchez's last season? You never know. I don't know what's going to happen, but I believe he'll still be our number one for the season. But that could change. The manager might see Penders and say, you know what, that's the player I'm going with. Since you're all talking about strikers, Michi is 6'1". Michi Batshuayi, your boy. Though I hadn't, like Henderson, instead I supported Stone, but I believe everything will be okay. You would have to learn to support the manager's demands, well, whatever you want to call it. We've always asked for a manager. We have one now. So if we sign player A, B, C, D, it'd be because he wanted those players. No, I'm not doing that. It's a dangerous job, to be honest, for a multitude of reasons. Let's see. Not everyone needs to be privatized. The World Cup is a legacy event and needs no interference. That's another way to see it. But yeah, I get it. Money has always been in the center of it all the time, but privatizing it, that's going too far. And especially if
It's
you
basically
know
privatized now, to be honest, in a way, but you just don't see it, to be honest.
it's not going to be it. I don't see it. In all honesty, I respect your opinion, and I know you respect mine too. And I'm telling you, if you see those that are in line to buy this thing in question, you will understand why I'm skeptical.
Oh, is there a list? Someone who do you know who's going to buy
You will
it?
see some lists. Yeah,
Okay. Probably
it's
betting
deep.
companies.
Yeah, it's deep. It's not as simple as it has come out, and probably you read it and go, yeah, they're probably the ones that pushed him to say, why don't you do this? And we'll be open to buying it. Something to that effect. Anelka 6 foot and all of that. All right,
Maybe
let's
Clear Lake.
see.
Let's
Yeah, go
maybe
ahead.
Clear Lake will buy it.
Sorry.
Imagine Clear Lake. That'll be good.
Yeah, so I don't need. Listen, there. Maybe that's another debate. For another day on the other channel, maybe where we cover, the competition, football globally, expanding the tournament, congested calendar for qualification, players burnout, opening the door for investors interference, but no problem. That's a problem for me, but hopefully Dante reads that so he and I can have a good conversation off the panel later. But with that, we've come to the natural end of this particular edition of the Blue Morning Show. It's down to an afternoon show, a transition to an afternoon show. I want to say thank you to our senior panelists who was here on the panel, and of course the captain of the community, and Constantine Dunn. Big up to you. I appreciate you. And in the chat, Vic, my bro, I appreciate you. And Tobias, thank you for joining. Jay, thank you for joining the conversation. Who else was here? Mabas05, aka MB05. Sincerely do appreciate you. Yeah, Sean Abiona, Namar Fowler was also here. Desmond Murathai, all of you. And if I miss your name, apologies. I'm only human. What's just saying here? Let me see.
It says you're inhumane.
You need
What
to
did you do?
apologize for how you shout out at the laugh during last watch along. You shouted at the laugh during last watch along. That was inhumane. Really? I'm not, I'm not
What did you
doing
say?
that.
Because I didn't see that one. I missed it.
Sorry?
What did you say? What did you let?
No, I was screaming at him. He let me down. The kids were practically doing better than him. He couldn't even control the ball. So,
Oh, yeah.
and you know how watch your lungs go. You react in the moment. Don't
Yep,
mind
yep.
Jay. He's trying to put me on the spot. So once again, if I miss your name, apologies. I'm only human. See you guys next time. God bless us all, and cheers.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
From the bridge to the stand, I carry that crest in my hand. Rain on my shoulders, still I stand. Tell me who wears it like we can. Mud on the boots, heart of gold. Those stories living in the cold. Every name that the walls still hold. I was born for this, I was told. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. When the pressure comes down hard, we don't flinch, we play our part. Every scar on the badge says more than 1,000 songs before. From the first whistle to the last, we remember where we came from fast. No throne, no crown, no borrowed fame, just a city calling out that name. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Let the whole ground shake, let the whole world know. We don't chase a moment, we are the home. Hands up high, voice up loud. Same old pride, same crowd. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Yeah. Ooh. Blue till the end, blue till the end. Loyalty stays even through the storm. From the bridge to the stand, I carry that crest in my hand. Rain on my shoulders, still I stand. Tell me who wears it like we can. Mud on the boots, heart of gold. Those stories living in the cold. Every name that the walls still hold. I was born for this, I was told. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, pressure comes down hard, we don't flinch, we play our part. Every scar on the badge says more than 1,000 songs before. From the first whistle to the last, we remember where we came from fast. No throne, no crown, no borrowed fame, just a city calling out that name. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold, we were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Let the whole ground shake, let the whole world know. We don't chase a moment, we are the home. Hands up high, voice up loud. Same old pride, same crowd. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Yeah. Ooh. Blue till the end, blue till the end. Loyalty stays even through the storm. From the bridge to the stand, I carry that crest in my hand. Rain on my shoulders, still I stand. Tell me who wears it like we can. Mud on the boots, heart of gold. Those stories living in the cold. Every name that the walls still hold. I was born for this, I was told. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold, we were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. When the pressure comes down hard, we don't flinch, we play our part. Every scar on the badge says more than 1,000 songs before. From the first whistle to the last, we remember where we came from fast. No throne, no crown, no borrowed fame, just a city calling out that name. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold, we were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Let the whole ground shake, let the whole world know. We don't chase a moment, we are the home. Hands up From the bridge to the stand, I carry that crest in my hand. Rain on my shoulders, still I stand. Tell me who wears it like we can. Mud on the boots, heart of gold. Those stories living in the cold. Every name that the walls still hold. I was born for this, I was told. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. When the pressure comes down hard, we don't flinch, we play our part. Every scar on the badge says more than 1,000 songs before. From the first whistle to the last, we remember where we came from fast. No throne, no crown, no borrowed fame, just a city calling out that name. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Let the whole ground shake, let the whole world know. We don't chase a moment, we are the home. Hands up high, voice up loud. Same old pride, same crowd. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Yeah. Ooh. Blue till the end, blue till the end. Loyalty stays even through the storm. From the bridge to the stand, I carry that crest in my hand. Rain on my shoulders, still I stand. Tell me who wears it like we can. Mud on the boots, heart of gold. Those stories living in the cold. Every name that the walls still hold. I was born for this, I was told. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. When the pressure comes down hard, we don't flinch, we play our part. Every scar on the badge says more than 1,000 songs before. From the first whistle to the last, we remember where we came from fast. No throne, no crown, no borrowed fame, just a city calling out that name. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Let the whole ground shake, let the whole world know. We don't chase a moment, we are the home. Hands up stand. I carry that crest in my hand, rain on my shoulders, still I stand. Tell me who wears it like we can. Mud on the boots, heart of gold. Those stories living in the cold. Every name that the walls still hold. I was born for this, I was told. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. When the pressure comes down hard, we don't flinch, we play our part. Every scar on the badge says more than 1,000 songs before. From the first whistle to the last, we remember where we came from fast. No throne, no crown, no borrowed fame, just a city calling out that name. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Let the whole ground shake, let the whole world know. We don't chase a moment, we are the home. Hands up high, voice up loud. Same old pride, same crowd. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Yeah. Ooh. Blue till the end, blue till the end. Loyalty stays even through the storm. From the bridge to the stand, I carry that crest in my hand, rain on my shoulders, still I stand. Tell me who wears it like we can. Mud on the boots, heart of gold. Those stories living in the cold. Every name that the walls still hold. I was born for this, I was told. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. When the pressure comes down hard, we don't flinch, we play our part. Every scar on the badge says more than 1,000 songs before. From the first whistle to the last, we remember where we came from fast. No throne, no crown, no borrowed fame, just a city calling out that name. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Let the whole ground shake, let the whole world know. We don't chase a moment, we are the home. Hands up I carry that crest in my hand. Rain on my shoulders, still I stand. Tell me who wears it like we can. Mud on the boots, heart of gold. Those stories living in the cold. Every name that the walls still hold. I was born for this, I was told. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. When the pressure comes down hard, we don't flinch, we play our part. Every scar on the badge says more than 1,000 songs before. From the first whistle to the last, we remember where we came from fast. No throne, no crown, no borrowed fame, just a city calling out that name. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Let the whole ground shake, let the whole world know. We don't chase a moment, we are the home. Hands up high, voice up loud. Same old pride, same crowd. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Yeah. Ooh. Blue till the end, blue till the end. Loyalty stays even through the storm. From the bridge to the stand, I carry that crest in my hand. Rain on my shoulders, still I stand. Tell me who wears it like we can. Mud on the boots, heart of gold. Those stories living in the cold. Every name that the walls still hold. I was born for this, I was told. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. When the pressure comes down hard, we don't flinch, we play our part. Every scar on the badge says more than 1,000 songs before. From the first whistle to the last, we remember where we came from fast. No throne, no crown, no borrowed fame, just a city calling out that name. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Let the whole ground shake, let the whole world know. We don't chase a moment, we are the home. Hands up the stand. I carry that crest in my hand, rain on my shoulders, still I stand. Tell me who wears it like we can. Mud on the boots, heart of gold. Those stories living in the cold. Every name that the walls still hold. I was born for this, I was told. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. When the pressure comes down hard, we don't flinch, we play our part. Every scar on the badge says more than 1,000 songs before. From the first whistle to the last, we remember where we came from fast. No throne, no crown, no borrowed fame, just a city calling out that name. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Let the whole ground shake, let the whole world know. We don't chase a moment, we are the home. Hands up high, voice up loud. Same old pride, same crowd. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Yeah. Ooh. Blue till the end, blue till the end. Loyalty stays even through the storm. From the bridge to the stand, I carry that crest in my hand, rain on my shoulders, still I stand. Tell me who wears it like we can. Mud on the boots, heart of gold. Those stories living in the cold. Every name that the walls still hold. I was born for this, I was told. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. When the pressure comes down hard, we don't flinch, we play our part. Every scar on the badge says more than 1,000 songs before. From the first whistle to the last, we remember where we came from fast. No throne, no crown, no borrowed fame, just a city calling out that name. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Let the whole ground shake, let the whole world know. We don't chase a moment, we are the home. Hands up carry that crest in my hand. Rain on my shoulders, still I stand. Tell me who wears it like we can. Mud on the boots, heart of gold. Those stories living in the cold. Every name that the walls still hold. I was born for this, I was told. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. When the pressure comes down hard, we don't flinch, we play our part. Every scar on the badge says more than 1,000 songs before. From the first whistle to the last, we remember where we came from fast. No throne, no crown, no borrowed fame, just a city calling out that name. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Let the whole ground shake, let the whole world know. We don't chase a moment, we are the home. Hands up high, voice up loud. Same old pride, same crowd. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Yeah. Ooh. Blue till the end, blue till the end. Loyalty stays even through the storm. From the bridge to the stand, I carry that crest in my hand. Rain on my shoulders, still I stand. Tell me who wears it like we can. Mud on the boots, heart of gold. Those stories living in the cold. Every name that the walls still hold. I was born for this, I was told. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. When the pressure comes down hard, we don't flinch, we play our part. Every scar on the badge says more than 1,000 songs before. From the first whistle to the last, we remember where we came from fast. No throne, no crown, no borrowed fame, just a city calling out that name. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. Let the whole ground shake, let the whole world know. We don't chase a moment, we are the home. Hands up high, voice the stand. I carry that crest in my hand, rain on my shoulders, still I stand. Tell me who wears it like we can. Mud on the boots, heart of gold. Those stories living in the cold. Every name that the walls still hold. I was born for this, I was told. Hear that roll in the air, feel that fire everywhere. We don't bend, we don't fold. We were cut from that blue gold. Blue till the end, blue till the end. We rise again, we rise again. Blue till the end, blue till the end. This is our name, this is our skin. When the pressure comes down hard, we don't flinch, we play our part. Every scar on the badge says more than 1,000 songs before. From the first whistle to the last, we remember where we